program or non-ESL program? Yeah. So you guys all know how long it takes you to graduate, right? To finish the program?
Yeah.
Okay. And some of you guys are also in the GED program, right?
Yeah.
Okay. So it's really important. If you have any of those classes that are 0 credits for the GED program, which they tell you about, you have to make sure that you go to those classes, like the business writing. Those classes, even though it's 0 credits, it's important that you pass those classes to get your financial aid. Yeah. Okay. On your schedule, you have to make sure that you're able to attend your classes, because we can only change the schedule up until February 11th. That's the last day to change the schedule for this semester. So you have to make sure that you can commit to the schedule. So if you have any problems, please let us know. I'm also the accommodations coordinator. So if any student has a medical condition that requires accommodations, please see me privately downstairs in my office in room 915. Any accommodation requests will be required to bring in a doctor's note too. Yeah, okay. An accommodation request could be like, for example, you need extra time on exams or something because of a medical condition. Like that's considered an accommodation.
When I talked about continuing education, when you go to a college, what we try to do is that we work with 16 different colleges. What that means is we have 16 articulation agreements. That means when you graduate from here, we work with 16 different colleges that will take your credits. So, which is good. Now, make sure no one wants D, right? D is big, right? We want A and above, A plus. We want A, let's shoot for A's. How about that? A's? Why is everyone not raising their hand? I want to make sure if no one gets an A, you're not leaving this room. Okay? Everyone should shoot for A's. Okay? No, it's not. Why is it hard? Tell me why it's hard. So if you say it's hard, then
Why you here, right?
right. It's not hard, okay? I don't envy you guys, but I applaud you guys that you are here. You're making that next step to make yourself successful and better. Remember, I always say, you lead by example for your children for the future, okay? So lead by example, that's all I say. So those 16 colleges you want to work with because they take all the grades except D's. That's why I say you don't want a D, okay? So we want to shoot for, all right, fine. B and above.
Right.
I like B and above. Okay, C, it's like, I know, my name is Catherine, but no, let's do B and above, okay? So you want to be able to transfer these 16 colleges. We have a college called Concordia College that we actually work with. You can actually take and finish your bachelor's here on site. So it's Saturdays every month from 10 to 2. You can do that, or you can go to other schools like SUNY Empire State College. So that's a SUNY university. So you pay SUNY prices. So we have a lot of different schools that you can go to. You can continue your education, as it's very important. Okay? Now, interns, how many of you actually are working in the field that you're studying? Only 2 people? No? So that means the rest of you are here studying to go into a different field? Mm-hmm. So going into that different field, you know it's going to be difficult because on your resume is nice and clean and blank, right? But while you're here with us, we want to fill that up with internships, right? You want to be able to network with people. So therefore, remember I talked about the AU calendar. So in that AU calendar, what we try to do is bring industry people in to talk to you. Make sure you want to connect with them. How many actually have a LinkedIn account? LinkedIn.
Yeah, LinkedIn.
Everyone, next time I see you next semester, everyone's hand should go in. What is it? Can someone tell me what LinkedIn is? I call it the business version of Facebook. If you don't want to put stuff like on Facebook, we could do beer pongs, we can do bikinis, we can do stuff we don't want employers to see. Because as a recruiter, what I've done is actually search people. It's like, so we don't want, you want to be going, ooh. Remember, you walk through that door, you get one shot, they judge you. Okay? We can prep you, you can be all nice, but then you gotta remember, you have to do your homework. You have to impress them. But remember, February 24th at 3 o'clock, I don't know what room, we're gonna have people coming in who are gonna give you tips on how to ace your interview. You're gonna be able to repeat what they need to hear from you. So we're gonna help you dress the part, look the part, but you also have to you guys have to be accountable. Okay, it's not about, oh, I came to school, teacher's late, give my money back. No, you guys also have to be accountable, okay? Why should you be accountable? You're here, you make the commitment to come to school. So stand your pat, show up on time, do your homework, study, pass your test. You need help, let us know. That's your part. I want you, how many of you will commit to me that you will finish your 2-year degree at Libby? Say, I will commit to Libby for a 2-year degree.
I will commit to Libby for a 2-year degree.
Why are you laughing? Come on, everyone, it's true, education, right? We're gonna work with you. And again, look at this, this is way too big for a classroom. So normally, our classroom size can be 5 to 25 students. This would not happen, this is way too big. So that means whoever walked in, see, I don't know your names right now. That's good. But when you go into a classroom, it's a small one-on-one. You're gonna know your obviously you're gonna know your teacher. Remember, it's only one of us, as many of you, okay? So you wanna make that effort in connecting with each other. You're gonna be each other's support, okay? You're gonna support each other doing homework, study groups, helping each other. And then you're gonna help me by committing to finishing your degree. Okay, there's not a lot of schools out there that is willing to hand walk you, okay? Hold your hand to everything. You can even knock on my door downstairs. I don't know my room number, but it's downstairs. You'll see me walking around. Just say, hey, Catherine, I go, hey. I do apologize in advance, I'm not gonna remember every single person's name, but I want you to make sure, say hi to everyone, say good morning. Remember, whose house is this? But we have to be courteous to each other, okay? Remember, we want to be able to treat each other with compassion and professionalism.
You're going to see a lot of familiar faces, okay, the first few semesters. After that, you're going to see faces that are not so familiar. It's probably faces for your major. In the beginning, all of you take the same classes. First year seminar, all of you will take. Introduction to psychology, all of you will take. Business math, all of you will take. Whether or not you like it, all of you will take. Introduction to computers, all of you will take. Introduction to business, all of you will take. There will be some classes that are different. Depends on your major. Hospitality, business management, accounting, office technology, medical office technology, or homeland security if you're taking evening classes. So those are the classes there that you take. 2 things that you get the first day of class. I'm doing my best, not moving.
No,
okay?
I got you.
All right. So 2 things that you get the first day of class. A syllabus and a course outline. Okay, you're not graded based on whether or not you wear a jacket. You're not graded based on whether or not you wear glasses. Okay, you're graded based on your performance. Okay, you are graded based on classwork. What else are you graded on?
Attendance.
Homework.
Class discussions,
Participation.
homework,
Test.
tests. We call those quizzes or exams, midterm exam.
Presentations.
Presentations, good, presentations. Some of you are going to take my place and talk in front of the class. You might do that individually or you might do that as a group. Teamwork is very important. Okay, final exam. What's the difference between cumulative and non-cumulative? That's a question all of you should know. That's a question all of you should ask within the first week of classes. What's the difference between cumulative and non-cumulative? Cumulative means everything together, right? Non-cumulative means not everything together. So that's an important question to ask. Why? Final exam. You want to know whether or not it's covering chapters 1 to 15 or chapters 8 to 15, right?
Right.
Would all of you prefer cumulative or non-cumulative exam? Non-cumulative. You don't want chapters 1 to 15, right? But to make sure that you understand the material, most exams will most probably be cumulative, chapters 1 to 15. Make sure you understood everything. That's why the midterm exam will help you prepare for the final exam. So that's the difference. Okay, syllabus tells you exactly how you're graded. If you fail the final exam, do you fail the class?
Sometimes.
Yes.
Depends on the class.
No.
Depends on the class.
Can you grade that?
Okay, there's only one class at Libby that requires you to pass the final exam to pass the class. If you're an ESL student, that's developmental English. That's an intensive reading and writing class. If you're not taking ESL classes, you could just ignore me for the next minute. Developmental English requires you to pass the final exam to pass the class, along with a cumulative score of a 60. So if you don't get that, you fail the class, you have to repeat it. Okay, we purposely do that to make sure you're prepared for college English. Now you can pay attention. So college English 1, most of you will take. And then alongside, after that, you take contemporary American short story. That's the syllabus. You'll also be given a course outline. Course outline gives you the policies of the teacher. If you submit an assignment, it's up to the teacher, okay? You can't be like, oh, well, this teacher allowed me to submit the assignment late. Why aren't you allowing me? It depends on the teacher. That class, their rules. Not all teachers teach like robots, okay? They're instructors. They're not, if you want a robot, you could go pick up a book in the library and learn from there. But these instructors here have their policies, and you just gotta make sure you follow them. Okay, so it depends on the instructor. Some instructors might say, okay, you submitted it late, I'm going to take it this time, no deduction, make sure it doesn't happen again. Another instructor might say, no, I told you already, many times, I told the whole class, it's late, I can't accept it. Another instructor might be like, okay, I'm gonna dock 10 points off your grade. Okay, so it depends on each teacher. Make sure you're prepared for that. Make sure you understand that the first week. What I tell our students to do is get all their course outlines and syllabi, put them in a folder, just like the folder you have right now. So you have that information, okay? So you can always relay back on it. The problem that teachers have every time is that when they ask students for their course outlines in the middle of the semester, students don't have it. They throw it out or they put it home somewhere. So make sure you have that. That's technically the Bible of each course. So another thing that makes us stand out from other schools is faculty tutoring. Okay, we have faculty tutoring you in the tutoring center. We don't have like students tutoring you. Okay, so make sure you're aware of that. The tutor might be your actual instructor. Okay, that's what students benefit from if they're having trouble with classes. Don't wait until the last minute to get help. Okay, do not understand material one night. Okay, don't try to do an all-nighter. Does not work. I've tried it many times, doesn't work. Okay, I did it because I was young and I was in college. I'm like, okay, I can understand this class in one night. Didn't work. Okay, I ended up doing bad in the class, but make sure you're consistent. Do it week by week. Don't wait until last minute for help. If you're having difficulty in math, make sure you get tutored in math. Okay, if you're having difficulty writing a paper or difficulty in computers, make sure you get tutored for that, okay, within the first week. It's downstairs, it's the 9th floor, it's 912. Well, 912, okay, that's the Academic Success Center. Just make an appointment, and then we let you know what spots are available for tutoring. Okay, that's very important. Okay, so I wish you the best of luck, and, when the going gets tough,
Get going.
there you go. All right, enjoy.